Good morning.
Good morning.
If you think we look tired, that's because we are.
Just had our first night in our new setup. This will be our home for the next few months. So
Yeah, yesterday we went and picked up a tent that we found on Marketplace, like a rooftop tent that you mount onto the top of the car. We also got some drawers already to put our stuff in. It was pretty late when we were done collecting all the stuff we needed, and we just looked for a place where we could put up our tent randomly. So we found this parking and we put our tent up there. And suddenly the rangers came and they were like, "Sorry, but you cannot stay here." And we were like standing next to a sign that said like "Forbidden for campers." We didn't see it. But they were really friendly and they said, "I'm not telling you this, but you can stand there." So we went somewhere else where they said we could stand. And it was like at the, how do you say, like at the top of we were surrounded by the ocean, by water, and it was pretty windy. So you could hear like the waves crashing and the wind was pretty intense. So yeah, you could hear like the wind howling really hard and it was raining and you could hear like the waves crashing. The waves were super big. So it wasn't really nice to be in the tent because I had the feeling that the tent was just going to take off any moment.
Eileen was just super scared. Eventually, we both couldn't really sleep because of all the noises and the sound of the wind.
Yeah, and we also didn't like have a proper look at how to put up the tent, so I was just scared that we didn't do it properly and we hadn't we didn't attach anything to like secure it down on the ground. So I thought like at one point maybe we'll just. That was what I was thinking. But yeah, then we went inside the car and slept on the seats.
We still don't know actually if we need to go to the north first, or like the east coast, or south. So we want to leave in a few hours, but yeah, still not sure where to go. So that's what we need to figure out next.
And a coffee.
Yeah, and a coffee as well.
Okay. Follow us along to see if our other nights are better, hopefully. Otherwise these vlogs won't be that nice anymore, I think. Okay. It's raining and we're doing some shopping today. We're buying all the essentials we need to go camping and start our trip. So we bought camping chairs and a foldable sink, a shower, a table, and we also went to Kmart before and bought like some cutlery and some glasses and stuff. So yeah, things are getting real. We still need to get a fridge and a battery, and then I think we're ready to go.
All right. Hello. Getting our car ready. These are the drawers we bought. This is all of our stuff. Needs to go in this car. I'm taking the seats out. So this is the last one. It's only attached with a few bolts, so that's no big deal. And then yeah, we can like arrange everything how we like it. That's better. Way more space.
Installing the drawers.
So yeah, the last few days we've spent a lot of time installing our car, getting all our camping equipment together. Also the batteries of my camera were dead, so we couldn't really record anything as we didn't have any power to charge them. So yeah, I've been busy with installing the dual battery system as well. I have no experience with these things, so it took some time. In the end it was pretty straightforward, but yeah, as I said, no experience at all. So now we are in the Royal National Park, still in New South Wales, just below Sydney. We've set up camp, and yeah, I'm also pretty sure we'll still make some changes along the way on our setup, but yeah, I think we're pretty fine now to start our road trip. Yeah, about that road trip, we also switched our plans a little. We decided to go south first and head to Victoria instead of Queensland. So our initial plan was to do the East Coast first, but now we'll do Victoria and South Australia first. It made more sense because of the seasons. If we would do South Australia later, it would be very, very cold here. So yeah, that's why we switched it up, and that's why we will do the East Coast later in our trip. That means that we'll be heading towards Melbourne, and yeah, really looking forward to that as well. Also, there are some very nice beaches on the way, so yeah, very curious to explore these as well. And yeah. Our first stop was at Bermagui. Here we did a stroll on the beach, and if you use your imagination, you can see why these rock formations are called Horsehead Rock or Camel Rock.
So we put up our tent for the night and the sun is setting. The sunsets here are so pretty, and yeah, we're just enjoying the peace here. We're super close to the seaside as well, so tomorrow morning we'll wake up early, catch the sunrise and do a little dip, I think. I think we kind of are both getting into the flow now of the camping. The car is also cleaned up a bit more, so yeah, it's starting to feel like home.
Woke up early and headed down to Hymes Beach. And boy, it did not disappoint. The sunrise was magical. It was just the two of us, so we went in for a dip and enjoyed the start of the day. Once out of the water, we sat down for our favorite meal of the day, breakfast. A big bowl with yogurt, fruits, and peanut butter never disappoints. And now, workout time. First, we made sure that we warmed up properly. Our workout was built up in a way that we had to do an exercise for X amount of reps, followed by a 400-meter lap around the terrain. We did mountain climbers, walking lunges, push-ups, jumping squats, front raises, and bear crawl. And trust me, the bear crawl in the end totally killed me.
So yeah, as you can see, once and again my sweaty head. So yeah, Lorenz and I just did a little workout here at the camping. People were looking at us like, what the fuck are these people doing? So later we're going to go to another national park, which is supposed to be really beautiful, so we're both looking forward to that. We'll take you guys with us again.
Another day, another hike. This hike, however, was shorter than expected because we turned back after seeing that the trail was covered with guanas. Guanas are large lizards that can grow up to 2.5 meters and have sharp claws. They're pretty harmless, but still, better safe than sorry.
Good morning. So we're both just getting ready for the day. I think it's around 10 a.m. or something. We had like a slow morning. I did a little walk. Lorenz did some editing. So yeah, we're going to Lake's Entrance today, doing a little walk there, exploring the town, and then moving on. Yeah. So we're kind of getting into a routine now. Everything is installed and we're kind of getting used to living in a car.
We did a stroll along the 90-mile beach. A beautiful beach that is, unlike the name claims, actually 55 miles long. The story goes that the early European settlers named it because they knew their horses could travel up to 30 miles a day. So, if the trip along the beach took them 3 days, it must be 90 miles long, right?
So, this is our place to sleep tonight. Lois is putting up the tent. And you can even hear the sound of the waves in the background, which is lovely. We did a really nice walk in the afternoon in Lake's Entrance and then drove up here, which was like a 2-hour drive. And now we're going to cook some dinner. So I think we'll sleep pretty well here and try to wake up early to catch the sunrise.
After installing our rooftop tent, we put up our table so we could start cooking dinner. Tonight, we're having locally caught fish with sautéed onion and broccoli, and a side of fried rice and quinoa, finished off with a tahini lime dressing. At the moment, we only have one fire pit, so you have to be creative during cooking. But this one turned out pretty tasty. And of course, nothing tastes as good as a piece of chocolate and a cup of tea as dessert.
So at this very moment, we're in another national park, Wilson's Promontory, it's called, I think. And we're about to climb Mount Oberon. Not very sure how to pronounce it. But yeah, it's so pretty here. Very excited about the things that we'll see. There's again a lot of different things to see and do here in this national park. So we packed our lunch and we're ready for the day.
We hiked up all the way to the top of Mount Oberon to have the most beautiful view of Wilson's Promontory. The view was stunning, but what's up with all these flies up there? In the distance we saw a nice little bay where we decided to hike to. It was pretty warm that day, but we got to cool down in the most crystal clear water I have ever seen.
So at the moment we're at Phillip Island, and Phillip Island is very known for its wildlife. There's lots of animals here, like small little penguins, kangaroos and koalas, and we're going to see the koalas in the Koala Conservation Reserve, so we can see the koalas from up close in their natural habitat and learn a bit more about them. So yeah, I think we're both very excited, but I'm also a bit skeptical because when we were in Jervis Bay, we went to do this dolphin tour to see dolphins from up close, and we paid $80 to see 0 dolphins. And the captain in the end was like, yeah, sometimes it happens. So yeah, don't know, but it's not that expensive this time, so it's worth a try to see the koalas.
We got really lucky and got to see some koalas in action. Koalas sleep around 20 hours a day and are most active at dusk and dawn. We totally fell in love with these cute, clumsy animals. We also spotted some kangaroos, so the visit was definitely worth the money. Afterwards, we discovered the secluded Boar Beach. We climbed the rocks and enjoyed the view. At 12 o'clock, we went to San Remo. There, every day the local fishermen feed the Phillip Island pelicans. And of course, I made sure that I was watching from a safe distance.
Okay, so it's not just the two of us anymore. This is our little baby now.
Yep, that's right. We've been driving for a few weeks now in our Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. And yeah, we've been really happy with it so far. It's a pretty reliable car.
I mean, fingers crossed. You never
That's
really
true.
know. But yeah, you see a lot of them here, like a lot of Toyotas driving around. So that means that there's a lot of spare parts around as well. So if something happens, hopefully we're helped pretty quickly.
Yeah, when we were looking for a car, we also made sure that we bought it off a family, not from other backpackers, because yeah, the risk is a little smaller that the car has seen like a lot of off-road driving and beach driving as well, which can be a little harmful for the car. So yeah, the family had it very well serviced as well. That's why we had a very good feeling with this car.
Yeah,
and,
true.
Yeah.
And we had it checked by a mechanic as well before we
Always
did like
make
the
sure.
final payment.
Yeah, that's right.
We're now just before Melbourne. And the drive has been lovely. We've seen some lovely beaches. And it was pretty, like, there wasn't a lot of people around.
Yeah. We're really happy with our choice to go south first as well. So to go to Victoria and not Queensland first. And yeah, we didn't regret it any moment so far. So yeah.
Let's hope the weather stays nice.
Oh yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, And yeah,
And comment.
follow the rest of our journey. Yeah, we really appreciate you guys' comments. So
It's really nice to hear some tips and
Yeah.
stuff as well. So we're going around clockwise. So if you have tips,
let us
comment
know.
them down below.
All right, see ya.
Bye.